what's going on, everyone? It's Andrew here about Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 in the Road to $1 Million. This is the episode number 43. Today, oh, look at that Beamer, doesn't it look good? Today, in the last episode, I was saying that we're going to be working on this M3 here. Get it ready to finish and get sold. And the reason why I said I'm going to sell this one is because I already have one. It's a little bit rougher shape. But this makes the fun of it, you know what I mean? Instead of getting something where you're guaranteed that everything's able to be fixed on it, take a chance with these ones. That way then when you're done, everything is brand spanking new. However, on this episode, what we're going to be doing is taking this motor out. In the last episode, we did a diagnostics on it, and we found out that we have 3 dead piston rings and 1 dead rocker. So we're going to take the motor out of the car, bring it over to the stand, but first we put that motor on last episode where we got to check and see if we got any good piston rings in it. So we're going to start with the rockers, get rid of them. Got a couple of them, and then whatever push rods are in, we got to rip them all out so we can get the cylinder head off. Next, you two. Dang, this is a full head of push rods. Huh. Interesting. This motor probably would have ran with a little bit of TLC. I guess it probably still could. Now, are they bolted in or are they just sitting there? I think they're all bolted in. Oh, found one that wasn't. Alright, so that's 2 rings that I have now. I found the ring at the junkyard. Alright, over to this side. We've got a full head of push rods here. No, looks like we only got, what, 3? A little easier. Now let's start at the back, work our way forward. Really? This is like the first. You guess this one's undone? Yep. Ooh, dead ring. No good, man. So, I guess I gotta flip it over. What are the odds, eh? That would have basically all the rod caps. And crank caps. It's actually quite shocking and surprising all on its own. Alright, let's see. We've got 3 rings right there. We got a rocker arm right here. Alright, we're good. We're going to take this motor off of there. Just so we don't get them confused. We're going to put that motor in here. Right there. Perfect. Now, we can go get the motor out of the car. Run all the way over. And I believe we put oil in it. I think I did. Yeah, I did. It actually doesn't look all that bad. I mean, I put oil in used motors and drain it right away and it comes quite dark. Oh no, which one? They're both mine, M3s. Oh no. Alright, let's get this transmission and drive shaft out of here. Starter. And we can drop all that and we can pull the motor out. Better get rid of this. Alright, don't tell me I can't pull the motor. Not bad. Looks like it's definitely seen better days, but you know, is what it is, man. I mean, transmission is repairable. Drive shaft is repairable. It's good signs. But I don't know. I've had motors before. Well, no, the rings weren't. Yeah. Alright, start at the back, work our way forward. That one actually looks like a pretty newer rod cap versus the rest of them. No, I'm taking it right down. Bare block. We're going to clean up whatever we can, replace whatever we can. Oh yeah, and this reminds me, very soon here I'm going to be starting a new series. Yeah, that's right, new series again. This one's going to pertain a little bit to what we're doing right now. Buying a car in what we'd hope to be a fairly decent condition. Minimal to no work required to put it back on the road and then flip it. You know what I mean? Get it so it's able to go on the dyno or the test track or anything along those lines. And then that way then it's good to go, you know what I mean? And then hopefully make a profit on it. You'll see. Alright, coils are off. Now we're going to take the valve cover off. Start with the push or the rockers. Like for instance, you know, and we're going to be on a budget too. Like it's not going to be just buy a car and completely restore it and then flip it to make a buck. It's going to be like, for instance, right now, I got $322,000. Well, to make it an even number, I'd say take $22,000, go buy a car with it, and get the car running. You know what I mean? Repair parts if you need to. But it's only a set amount that you're allowed to spend. That's it. No more, no less. Something I've been thinking about. What am I missing? Oh, yeah. Not really understand. Oh, yeah, I guess so, eh? Forgot. We gotta take the intake off. Rusty bolts. Rusty bolts. Perfect. Now we can get the head off. Well, once we got rid of all the rusty bolts. Nah, I know all the rod caps are off. Oh, we had one dead one. It would have been number 6. Right here. That ring was toast. Now we do the same on this side. Strip it all down. And let's see what kind of profit we can't turn on it. Alright, now we're going to take the idler B out. Or, where's the A? That's idler A, wouldn't you know it? Now take the belt off. Water pump pulley. It's your turn to go. The other idler A. Z water pump. The alternator. The alternator bracket. Sorry about that little delay there. Had to go take a little peek-see. Dog was starting to go a little bit crazy out the door. Now it's power steering pump. Alright. Sorry about that. Now we're going to take the timing cover off. See what kind of good stuff's all hiding in behind it. I mean, if the parts are in the red, they're getting replaced. You know what I mean? Alright, now we take the head off. After we finish with the spark plugs, the coils, rocker arms, and push rods, man. These coils do not look very healthy, I'll tell you that. But according to the test, they seem to check out. This would be 1357 on the driver's side, if this motor was in the car. I bet you it's this rocker right here that's toast. She looks, well, these two actually look pretty rough out of them all. Figure I'll do the rockers and push rods at the same time. Perfect. Almost done. Huh, that's interesting to know. Now the head comes off. Yeah, that's like a new piston. Woohoo, this is like shiny new. Huh, that one's got me. 50% piston is that shiny. Huh. Alright, so we started the back, worked our way forward. So the last two would have been 3 and 1. So 3 and 1 had the bad pistons. Okay. Good to go. Oh, yeah. Guess we should take off all this stuff, eh? I think I have a repaired clutch plate I can put in here. But I'm building this thing on the cheap. I'm not really building... What the... Oh, camshaft. If I'm not really building it, I want to flip it. So why not put that little extra effort in it, maybe I get a new customer. You never know. Do the intake. And we got a few pages of parts. It's real bouncy. Well, in theory, I have a feeling I have another set of heads for this motor. The ones that we took off the other motor, the piston rings. Dang, like everything's getting repaired. Oh, yeah, we also got a new intake. Well, repaired, I should say. V6B, what was that throttle body for? I can't remember. Ooh, that was close. Oh. Okay. Now here's where the crappy part hits. Building a nice motor. With crummy internals. I guess maybe not. Well, piston rings. Decided to start at the first crank mounting point. Okay, so we need a 42, a 20, a 50. Never mind. I'm going to start, and we're going to do it our normal way. But I'm pretty sure each ring matches the piston. 40, 30. It is what it is. I have no idea how long this motor's going to stay together for. But everything's in the orange minimal. Nothing's in the red, so it should start. Right now, as it stands, we just spent $2,000 on basically rebuilding the motor. Didn't technically rebuild it, but you know what I mean? Flavio. We'll go one's 21. Perfect. New clutch plate. A little pressure. 27% pressure plate. Good enough for me. Good enough for thee. 35% throw bearing. Good to go. Oh, we're missing a cap. Oh no. Oh, gotta buy one. Let's see what that series I was talking about. I mean, if you gotta go to the store buy a part, go to the store buy a part. But once the budget's done, it's done. You know what I mean? It's just something I've been thinking of. So it'd be awesome if you could actually multiplayer on this. You know what I mean? Do challenges with different people. There we go. I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, like have a hot rod build off or something, you know what I mean? I think it'd be pretty sick. But who really knows, man? Man, talk about false advertisement to the fullest. Somebody's thinking that they're getting a brand new motor. Yeah, the piston rings, they ain't brand new. Far from it. I couldn't restore the camshaft? Huh. I don't know. It should still run. One would hope. I think I restored the transmission too, if I'm not mistaken. This should be your first sign. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Let's put a different car. But think about it. If you saw coming up to look at a car to buy, you know, it looks good, looks like the beauty of all, but you see a rusty bracket on the motor. Do you still go on with the sale, or do you walk away? Tell me in the comments what you all would do. I mean, for me, if it was a car that I really, really wanted, or a truck, or whatever the case may be, then well, that might be a little bit different scenario. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It'd be a very touchy subject, we'll say. I mean, any late 60s, early 70s muscle cars, you know, got a little rust on the bracket, sure, I'll still buy the car. But a modern car with rust on the bracket, maybe not. Maybe not. You know what I mean? Something just ain't seeming right with this picture. And on this side, there was two brand new ones. One right here. Another one right here. Oh. No, we're not putting that one on, man. I'll put the 35. Gotta have 35s, you know what I mean? Alright, 4 push rods left, and we got all 8 rockers to put back on. And then the intake, fuel rails, throttle body, the rockers, I think I already said that, valve cover, coils, and then this thing can go get put back in the car. Almost done. Alright, 2 left, and the valve cover goes on. Man, I ought to be ashamed of myself for selling something like this. I can't remember if that was the right spot or not, but it looks good enough for me. We got a dead coil? Huh. So that could explain a lot. Especially if... Huh. Especially if there was a dead piston ring at that same hole. That could have made a lot of sense. Alright, cool. Well, yeah, cool. Right there. Not bad. 2 coils new on each side. Not bad, not bad at all. Put 1 of 4 fuel rails in. Oh, there's only 2? Didn't we take fuel rails off that other motor? Huh. Thought we did. I really thought we did, man. Ew. 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 Timing chain usable. The cam gear. That no good. Well, buy one of them. I mean, if you know what I mean, if the parts aren't repairable, well, and if it's kind of dead and you don't have a spare, well, you kind of really don't have a choice. You're gonna have to buy new. But minimal expenditures at most. You know what I mean? I don't know if that came out the way it's supposed to. I can't know. The set kind of sounded a little jumbled on my end, but maybe it's just me. Alright, that belt's in good shape. Yeah. Well, what is the deal with that? Alright, Serpentine belt. A. CGM. Here we come. Wait, I'm already there. Duh. Alright, let's see. Where am I looking here? Right there. That's not bad. 30 bucks. I'm gonna put the Adler 8 pulley. And I believe this motor is done. Alright, let's go see if we can get it to run now. It's 64%. Up and away. Oh, the motor's not complete. Huh? What am I missing? Put this back in. And I need a front exhaust pipe VAA. Well, the way I look at it is if we're going to be selling this car, may as well get it so the person can use it. You know what I mean? I do have one of those, just not here. I mean, it's here. It's in the back storage area. But I need it. I need it now, man. What the heck is the fuel tank? Oh, it's back here. A wee bit further back. Car actually looks fairly complete. I'll give it that. Now let's pop up some fluids. Heck, let's just add some like stuff under here, right? Ay, 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 ay. I think I got one of these. Of course not. Why would I? How wrong of me to ever think that. I was just checking out the airbox situation. Couldn't remember if it was an i4B or if it was the regular V8 one. Well, i4B it is. Should we replace the radiator too? Yeah, because it's already going to be struggling. There we go. Got the windshield washer jug. Now we need the brake booster, which I have one. No, I don't. Of course not. My have and have nots are not the same anymore. Alright. Eject the radiator, cuz. We're missing an intercooler. A large one by the looks of it. Maybe it's just car small. Yeah, it is a large one. Okay. Alright, fluid time. Start at the front, work our way around. Put the coolant in it first. Then the windshield washer blue goo. Then power steering fluid, brake fluid, oil. Good enough for me, good enough for thee, perfecto. Hey, the gauge is right in the open. I can see it. Full. Perfecto. It's almost like we know what we're doing, huh? I scare myself sometimes. Oh, what's the limit on this? Nope, there it is. Wipe it up. Perfect. Now let's run over here. Put some brake fluid in it. And in theory, if all the systems check out, we should be able to jump on that dyno. Hey, what ECUs it got? Aftermarket performance. Oh, we're gonna blow this motor up. Yeah, buddy. I better not tell me something stupid like, oh, you need a bushing. What? Battery? Why can't the engine be started? That's right, I did that. I did that. It's kind of rushing away there. Alright. Bet you it'll start now. It runs. Well, we gotta bring her back to Carlift B. I forgot to put the intercooler on. But it runs. What's the value of it right now? Whew! More than doubled our money. I was figuring it out. I think it was 63,200 would have been the halfway point. And yeah. Well, we're at 74 right now. Alright, let's go back to the dyno, shall we? I'm itching to see if I can blow this thing up. Let's get a baseline first, see what we're working with. Because it's supposed to have 512 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 501 foot-pounds of torque at 4,700 RPM. But I have a feeling we're going to be just a little bit low on that. For some strange reasons. It's quiet. We're hovering. It's not too bad. 454 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 446 foot-pounds of torque at 4,600 RPM. Well, I mean, we're down 57 horsepower and 54 foot-pounds of torque. Let's see if we can't bump this up. Yeah, buddy. We should be at least stock numbers. It was down 11% horsepower and 10% torque, and we just bumped it up 16%. So, not to incorporate what was already at, we should be up there pretty good now. Look at that. Now we're sitting at 524 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 512 foot-pounds of torque at 4,700 RPM. We are now officially 12 plus horsepower, 12 plus torque, 3% increase with just the ECU tune. Not bad. Not bad at all. So this having a 3% on each, that means when I tuned it to 16% over there, it only did 14% on the throttle or on the horsepower and 13% on the torque. So I guess probably with newer parts would have gave me the full 16, I guess. I don't know. But alright. What are we worth? We spent $31,621 on the car. We put in about $35,000. So that would bring us up to about 66,000. We'll say 67 and some change. So we made between $7,000 and $8,000. I guess it's not too bad. Let's sell it for $75,000. Didn't even get above $400,000. Huh. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. So give me a little bit of feedback, what y'all would think about kind of like a flip it series. Where you get cars, flip them, sell them, flip it, sell it, you know what I mean? Instead of having to do a full-on rebuild for each and every one, you know, just do the basics needed to get it running again and out the door. Again, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we shall see you all on the next one. Bye, everyone.